नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य नमो तस्य भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य तन्हाय जायते शोको तन्हाय जायते भयं तन्हाय विपमुक्तस्य नास्ति शोको कुतो भयन्ति. Dear Dhamma friends, today you all are here to listen to the Dhamma preached by the Buddha. But before preaching the Dhamma, I would like to mention that when we are listening to the Dhamma, first of all, we should purify our mind, body, and words. If someone do not do so, then there will be no result of listening to the Dhamma. Whether the one is a lay person or a monk. I would like to mention a story. Once a mother with her child goes to listen the Dhamma. While listening, her child goes to play in a ground. While the child is playing, a snake appears and poisons the child. The mother notices that something bad has happened to her child. But before reacting, she thinks that if I react now, then the other people who are listening to the Dhamma will be distracted, as well as for myself there will be no result of listening to the Dhamma. So the mother listens to Dhamma, and when it is finished, she goes to her child and notices that a snake has poisoned her child. At that moment, she wishes that if there is any result of Dhamma that she has listened to, then with that merit her child should be cured. So after couple of minutes, her child gets up as nothing has happened. So with this story, what I wanted to tell is a person who listens to the Dhamma with focused mind, that person definitely gets the result of it. As mentioned in Buddhist text, Dhammo have rakhati dhammachari chatang mahantan vyavasya kale. The meaning is the one who practices the Dhamma will be protected by the Dhamma as an umbrella protects from the rain. I mentioned a verse before which is from Dhammapada Piyavagga Tanhaya Jayati Soko Tanhaya Jayati Bhayam Tanhaya Vipamuttasya Nati Soko Kuto Bhayam. The meaning of the verse is Tanhaya Jayati Soko. Craving springs from sorrow. Tanhaya Jayati Bhayam. Craving springs from fear. Tanhaya Vipamuttasya. The one who is free from craving. Nati Soko Kuto Bhayam. There is no sorrow as well as fear. According to the Buddha's preaching, craving means to get attached with something. Further, Buddha explains that the one who do not overcome by the craving, that person suffer in this world as well as that person's suffering goes inside that person as grass grows after the rain. In Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, it is stated that Idankopana bhikkhave dukkha samudayang arya satchang yayang tanha pono bhavika nandi raga sahagata tatra tatrabhi nandini sayathidang kamatanha bhavatanha vibhavatanha. It says, what is the cause of suffering? There are three types of suffering: Kamatanha, Bhavatanha and Vibhavatanha. Kamatanha means craving for sensual pleasure. Bhavatanha means craving for existence. And Vibhavatanha means craving for non-existence. We should also know how this craving comes or grows inside us. It is all because of five senses, which are Chakhu, Sota, Ghana, Juha and Mana. For instance, we see some picture and we like it. When we like it, it's a craving. And when we are eating, touching, or feeling something, this all have craving. That's why Buddha mentioned this is a karma world. But in Paticca Samuppada, Buddha explains how do we born in this world. It is all because of craving. But if we defeat this craving, we can go to the Nibbana and end the suffering. It will be not easy, but first of all, we should practice doing meditation or offerings. In Paramitas, the first one is offering. Why? Because no one wants to give or offer the things that belongs to him or her. But if someone can do so without craving, then it will be little bit easy for that person to attain the Nibbana. So, without any further explanation, I think now you all know what is meant by craving and how it comes or grows inside us and how we can defeat this craving and live a happy life. So, lastly, all the people who are here at this moment, may the Triple J bless you all.